Hello folks, welcome to If It Has Wheels. I actually have had lots of cars. I've owned a lot of cars over the last many years, many of them used, and all of them needed something here or there. So this particular one is an '07 Yukon. It's the same as the Tahoe, and I wanted to put a bench seat in it. It had the bucket seats. So I searched and searched and couldn't find the information I was looking for. So I thought I would let everybody know what I found out in the swap of buckets to bench in the short wheelbase Yukon. So as you can see, this is the bench seat I put in, and I had a lot of questions when I was taking out the buckets. But my first question was how to get out, how to reach the bolts. Some of these have a carpet here, and others have this hard plastic. So mine obviously has the hard plastic, and I didn't know how to get that off, and I didn't want to break anything, but I eventually asked around and finally was told that you just really pull hard and this whole thing will come off. So I've already released it. It's actually held by Velcro. So this whole thing comes off, as you can see, and exposes the bolts. So there's, I believe, 8 bolts. All you have to do is take off the nuts on all of those. And this actual bench seat is just one piece. So I had to take off all the bolts and get somebody to help me. And I just put it right in. It fit right in. Again, you do need to have a bench seat out of a short wheelbase Yukon or a Tahoe for this to work, if that's what you're putting it in. From what I understand, you cannot use one out of the Yukon XL or the Suburban. Again, it was very easy. So these are the pieces that came with my the buckets. As you can see, there's 2 of those. They're much smaller, but I was lucky to find a used bench that did come with the hard carpet. And you can see the Velcro that holds this together. There's a couple of them on there. And the other thing I wanted to mention was my buckets did not have heated seats. And it turns out that these bench seats did have heated seats. So what I did when I took out my buckets is I noticed that it already had the wiring already in the truck, which was perfect because they plugged right into this new bench seat. And there's another one on the other side. I'm going to put this down. So when I figured out that I had the power to it, then I figured, well, wait a minute. You got to have a switch to have that turned on. So all I did was go on eBay and I ordered a new unit here that had the power seat options, and I was hoping that it worked. Well, I ordered that for, I don't know, 50, 60 bucks. That was a plug and play, just plugged it right in, and then when I hit the the heated seat buttons, these bench seats fired right up and they're heated. So that was great news that even though this truck did not have heated seats from the factory in the buckets, they easily hooked up to my bench, and now I have heated bench seats. Again, just to recap, if you do want to swap buckets to bench or bench to buckets, I believe that they have to be out of the same wheelbase truck. Also, there's 2 different kinds of carpets, the hard plastic that I have, or just plain carpets that cover the bolts. I don't know which trucks have which, but I know they're both out there. And for my truck at least, the wiring was already there for the heated seat option, so that was a plus for me. Also, if you wanted to see what it looked like out of the truck, this is the bucket seat. As you can see, this hard carpet covered item, if that was flipped up, this would fit right over all your bolts and cover up everything. So if you're lucky enough to have the option of this this way to cover your bolts, it's much better than the all carpet option. Again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.